When I'm working on a script, often something will just pop into my head as I'm going through it, as I'm doing my research. And the ones that I like the most are the ones that like don't even look like there's a proper genesis for them. It's a stream of consciousness that completely veers off the topic. They happen spur of the moment, but they don't come fully formed. So, for example, I was doing the corporate music video, which really was a video where I wanted to have a lot of fun. And there was that moment where I'm talking about nothing happening in the story of the music. And just at that moment when I was writing those words in the script, I thought, Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall, Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall, Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall, Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. And that was how I thought of the original joke, that it would be a little bit like the typewriter in The Shining, where she lifts up the paper and she just sees the same thing written over and over again. That was sort of how I thought about that joke initially. And then I left it and I came back to it later. And the idea of, wouldn't it be funny actually to just do an illustrative drawing of Humpty Dumpty in that sort of old style, and to actually just show it as if that was the real story. Humpty Dumpty sat in the wall, he's continuing to sit in the wall. But then, go away you. But then I realized that that's boring. It's not a very good joke. So I needed to take that somewhere too. So I went back to the script and I just went, what would happen next? What would happen next? And I thought, well, there was this bully who used to sit in my back garden. He didn't bully me, but he was a bully. He was a well-known bully. And he used to sit in our back garden on the wall looking in at us while we were having our breakfast. I'm serious. This is actually a kid who used to do this. I don't know why he was always up so early. So I'd look up and I'd see this kid on the wall, and it kind of unsettled me because it's a very unsettling thing for a kid to do. And by the way, it was a very tall wall. So he'd be perching, kicking his legs back and forth, sort of happily looking at me while I ate my breakfast. And I just thought, that's what I want Humpty to do. I want to make it about me looking out at Humpty, and he's just sitting on the wall and he won't go away. So I just thought, that's really funny. Let's do that. And that's how the jokes come. Sometimes they come randomly, and I find a way to make them funny, or I don't, and then they get thrown away.